Okay, I'm not even going to use this as a backdrop anymore. Okay, because what does this picture represent? It represents quite a lot, to be honest. It represents a film that we wanted and a film that we didn't want. It represents characters who we wanted to see more of in sort of standalone films. It represents Superman's death and resurrection, and then lack of a Superman movie. And then we have Aquaman, who now people are getting mixed reaction because of humour. Right? So, although this channel is called DC Fan Gives Hope, I'm not actually going to give much hope in this video. So, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to get out what some of yous are feeling. Angry. Right? Now, first of all, we come across Henry Cavill. Where is his Superman movie? Right? He's put in the back burner. Warner Brothers is too busy being concerned about making money. That they somehow have forgotten about any sort of DCU plan. Yeah, they've got Shazam going, and then they've got, was it, a Wonder Woman. But where's the Superman? So what they're doing right now, right, is they had this script, and they didn't know which film to use it for. City of Sirens, or is it Suicide Squad 2? And they're all the same, and somehow or another they can't seem to come up with a story for all the movies, right? And so one writer, he's wrote a film, but no, we don't want to use it for that film. We're going to use it for City of Sirens, or we're going to use it for this and that, right? So he's a writer. Why not just write another movie? I mean, I write stories. When I wrote stories, I can use the same characters. Comics, they've been making loads of comics using the same characters for so many years. It cannot be all that hard. Oh, but no, you take a tantrum and you run off. And then what does Warner Brothers do? Warner Brothers brings in James Gunn, right? James Gunn. The guy who posts pictures that could be very closely related to paedophiles and stuff like that, but using children. See, he's been tweeting stuff about sick things, right? Okay, I'm not going to go into it. I was even a wee bit edgy using the P word, but let's just say it, his character is in question. Let alone Joss Whedon's character, right? Who rumours have saying that let's just say even though he created Buffy and everything else, right? There are stories about him and how he treats women and everything else, and how him and what's the other guy's name? Who done Superman Returns? Anyway, his name escapes me. Why? Because his ego got the best of him, and not a lot of people like these two directors because on how they treat their actors on the stage and how they're probably egos are fired up. So what's the next thing? So we get Justice League, right? We get Justice League. They want to somehow copy some sort of Marvel formula. So what do? Is they give so much pressure to Zack Snyder, and then they bring in Joss Whedon, right? He's from Marvel. He made this Avengers movie. Have we all seen the first one and second one? We all have, right? It's beyond me out there. They made money, because to me it was like a big TV movie. It wasn't big. The only reason what made it big in my case was the fact that you had so many films leading up, and this film had to do something, and people convinced themselves that this was a very deep and meaningful film, right? About death and destruction and everything, death and destruction, and the world's going to shit, and You know, buildings are getting pulled down. Happens in Man of Steel. Ah! Oh, lots of death and destruction in Man of Steel. So was in Avengers, but let's not address that. That's Marvel, that's light. People laugh at danger in Marvel. DC, too dangerous. Ah, they're going to die. Right, biased again. Okay, so anyway, I know I'm drifting off the subject. It's because I am peeved off, right, on many things, right? So let's get back to James Gunn. So, James Gunn, apart from his history, Warner Brothers just thought, we'll bring this guy on and he can write a script for Suicide Squad. Disney fired the guy. Disney. Okay, this is a guy that made 2 successful movies. Not good, of course, but it was successful, right? And they fired him. Why did they fire him? Because, surprisingly enough, Disney do have morals, right? They probably like the way, you know, they like to have their staff well treated and not hire somebody that has that background and that tweet. You look at Bill Cosby, right? I loved the guy growing up. He was in the Cosby Show. He was a fantastic father. I would have loved to have him, right, as a dad. I've seen some of Bill Cosby's earlier movies, right? Look at him now. Seriously, I wouldn't watch anything that he's in just now. I couldn't even watch the Cosby Show, and I loved the Cosby Show, right? And then Roseanne. She makes Roseanne Barr. She makes one very daft tweet. One daft tweet on thing. Now, I didn't read too much into it. I didn't see any sick things about kids, or I didn't see anything. It might have been racist. I'm not too sure, but it didn't have a big impact on me. They fired her ass. Okay? They got rid of her. And then they're going to do a whole series without her in it. And she's sobbing and she's crying and she's hurt and everything else, but they have standards. They have standards. But no, Warner Brothers doesn't seem to have. Now, I don't know who owns Roseanne. Is it Warner Brothers? I don't know. I'm not caring. I'm talking about this DCEU franchise, right? So they think it's best, right, after all the anger to Justice League, hiring a Marvel director, right, to come in and make Justice League a bit like Marvel. They think it's still okay, right, to bring in another person who's associated with Marvel movies to come in and put his thing. But not only that, you know, he's a Marvel director, but he is not what you call, you know, he's not what you call a decent guy. Okay, he's a writer. I don't know about writing. Right? Okay, maybe he can write, but a direct. Seriously, Roseanne got fired from her job. Okay, we have to watch what we do now. I've left Facebook. Okay, I have left Facebook. I might leave this YouTube again, you know, but I'm keeping the YouTube going because it's a way for friends that knew me on Facebook and people that are connected up to my page, DC Fan Gives Hope, still a reason to get in contact with me. Right? I left that for many reasons, and Facebook has become so dangerous, right, that if you're in a job or workplace or whatever, they ask you not to tell Facebook where you work. People start up with fake profiles and stuff like that. It's a very dangerous place, and anything that you say, Big Brother is watching, okay? So I've now left Facebook. I've left my page, my baby that I created since Man of Steel. I've left that. I've left it in good hands, hopefully, right? And anyway, so you can make some sort of for one tweet, your job is finished. Your job is done, right? So we have to we have to lie on the internet and everything else and stuff like that, and not show people, well, what we're truly like. So posting pictures that this person did and commenting the way he did, hello, anybody with moral high ground will know that is wrong. Okay, but he still did it. It doesn't matter how old it is, right? I don't know if you can delete it, but he's still carrying on to this day. And Warner Brothers thinks it's fitting for this guy to come in. Now, see, even if he makes a movie, and I was told this, what about if he makes Suicide Squad, and the only people that sort of defend him, right, are Marvel fans. Because he made Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So they're overlooking the fact of what he's done, and it's in the past, it's so fantastic. When you look at the resume of James Gunn, it's not outstanding movies, and some people might disagree with me, but Slither was okay. Dawn of the Dead or whatever, that was okay, but it was nothing really got me by my heart and with me. It was nothing like that. Guardians of the Galaxy with the wee dance at the end. Woo. No, okay, there was nothing in those films. But DC fans that respect their heroes, that respect women, children, right? They want to have a film done by a director that not only is a visionary and can tell great stories, but also if the director, let's say James Gunn, makes a film and it turns out good, how can we hold our heads up? This is a film that was made by a guy with his background. In this day and age, right, where women are now becoming more important to superhero franchises and movies in general, right, and votes for women, equal opportunities, and everything else like that, right? And in this day and age, and somehow we've to salute a guy that basically does that to the whole thing, right? And so, but I would rather have a director behind a film that can be respected. Right? David Ayer was put under some pressure in first Suicide Squad. I saw it on was on Amazon there. I mean, I've got it on 4K and stuff like that, but because it's so handy, you just press a button. I was willing to watch it again. It's not that bad, right? Darker movies. Some people say, we need Warner Brothers saying we need lighter stuff. We need lighter stuff, and then we get but then we see the Venom done okay, right? Venom done okay. And there's a lot other Infinity War or something. I heard that was a little bit darker, right? Films that are dark can work. It's just all depending on the story and to pull you in. Right? It can be dark. Now, here's the thing as well. People are complaining about the jokes in Aquaman. Notice I'm jumping quite a lot. That's because I'm trying to get all my frustrations out, and that's why I started this YouTube channel, to get all my frustrations out. Right, so we where was I? The Aquaman trailer, right? Some people complaining that Aquaman told a wee joke here, and oh my god, it's turning into Marvel and all that sort of stuff, right? But then we see at the end of the trailer that Aquaman is wearing the costume, right? And we watched him in BVS, and we watched him in Justice League, where he has this careless, free attitude. So his character's not exactly changed all that much, right? But maybe when he becomes a hero, maybe in the film, when he has to challenge his brother or become king, that he grows up. It's called character development, and he gets there. Now we get to a point, but people complain, right? And maybe it's another one of the many reasons why I've decided to leave Facebook, because there's too many people moaning and arguing and faulting a trailer that, as far as I can I can see done well in the reactions, right? But then I get other YouTubers like Pongflix or whatever, and he's telling us that that people reacted badly. I'm aghast that people reacted badly to that trailer. Oh, Film Gub, right, reacted badly to it, right? He posted a picture of, and I've said it before about faces and stuff like that. It's right. What, right? And it's because he's one-sided as well, right? He can only see through the periscope, right? If it's not dark and done by Zack Snyder, it ain't good, right? If it resembles in some way colour and everything else that Zack Snyder wanted, right, James wanted to do, and he gave him a thumbs up, and Zack's even having to back his pal up by saying, I'm looking forward to it, but people like Film Gub and everyone else, right, has only got the bunkers on, right? They can't just be excited and look forward to it. No, they've got to show their emotions like everybody else on Facebook. They've got to put a dampener on things and not say, it's okay, I went to the film before I say what I really think. But people are just too judgmental. Warner Brothers cannot see that fans are still hung up with the Zack Snyder cut, right? And of course I want the Zack Snyder cut, but see now, I am getting sick of it, right? I am getting sick, not of the Zack Snyder cut. I would love the Zack Snyder cut, right? But where is it? Where is it? People wanting, you got the Zack Snyder fans, and they're demanding this. Let's get this out, and they're not going to move. They're going to boycott Aquaman movie. If they boycott the Aquaman movie, say goodbye to probably the Warner Bros. Will turn things around and get, no, we're not winning back the confidence. We're not winning them back. Of course, you're not winning the fans' confidence back because you're not listening. You're not listening to the fans, right? You ended the DCEU. Notice I'm keep on jumping. I know, because it's all hit me at once. They ended the DCU and they says, oh, we're going to make all these wee spin-offs, right? We're going to make all these wee spin-off movies and forget about any timeline and whatnot. If somebody comes up with us with a script and a story, we'll do that. The reason why we're not having a Man of Steel film, Man of Steel 2 film, because nobody's came with us with a script, right? Even though we are a big power company, right? We're a big Warner Brothers company, we can't hire people to write a script for Superman, even though we own DC Comics, right? And we can't work with the people that write the comics to come up with the script. And I'm watching Krypton with Brainiac. What? Hello? How much clues do you need? And then back to Zack Snyder. Recently they posted a picture, right? They posted a picture of Zack and Cyborg. Now, as we know, Bryan Singer, that's done Superman Returns, right? He's got a bad rep. Anyway, so they posted a picture with Zack and Cyborg, right? And this, what was it they're doing? I'm working out with the chief or something like that, right? Muscle building or whatnot. Then of course fans know, right? Or Zack Snyder fans know. He loved Zack Snyder. He gave him a boost. He wore t-shirts, Cyborg, right? I love Zack Snyder. Half of his character was missing from the movie, right? We're in a time where people want Zack Snyder, right? And then posting this stuff. Right. We have rumours that it was meant to have mentioned, the Snyder Cut was meant to have been mentioned at the Comic Con. They put that aside, even though that mention would have eased over the tension over the fans. They would have eased it over. We could have still got excited for Aquaman and then still be relieved that we're getting something with the Snyder Cut. Now, the Snyder universe, that's done. Okay, fans are wanting the third part to the Zack Snyder sort of movie, but, we've got to face facts, right? DC EU, as far as we know it, that's finished, and we'll have to try to somehow get along with what we've got, and it hurts. It pisses me off. Now, you ask me would I wanted a franchise based on the Zack Snyder vision? No, I wouldn't want another 7 films, and Batman dying and Superman being resurrected and everything else, and Dick Grayson was the Robin costume and that. I mean, no. I would have liked some sort of trilogy and then some spin-off from those movies and expand from there. But Zack Snyder's vision was a one big story arc, and I thought, no, wait until the DC has a really great reputation on DC heroes, right? I'm not talking about the Christopher Nolan stuff, but when we're talking about starting a DCEU, or the hopes of one, or something being connected, then you need to get fans on board with it first. And you didn't. So what you did instead was you took something that half the population was enjoying, right? And then you interfered. You cut up with some of it, and as I say, I agree with some of the choices, right? Okay. And I made a video. I didn't disagree. I totally disagree with Batman getting killed. I mean, it would have been epic, but we didn't need that just now to convince people to get invested in the DCU. People would have been invested with Ben Affleck being Batman, and then to see that person dying and then getting somebody else new, it would be too much for the fans. Because we take our characters to heart. We love our characters. And when we get an actor that plays a character that we love, we want them as much as we can, because we find it hard to move on from different actors. So people that can't move on from Christopher Reeve or Christian Bale and whatnot, right? People are still hung up in the past. We can't move to these other actors just as quick. Why can't you not listen to the people and release? Hamada gave me so much hope in my earlier videos that he knew what the fans wanted. If you knew what they wanted, why are you allowing this conspiracy to fester about either a Zack Snyder cut? Why are you letting all these things fester about the future of a Superman 2, or who's playing Superman 2, or who's Ben Affleck? What you need to do, Warner Brothers, is get in. You're a big company, is grab a group of people that can speak about your future and your plans, because this isn't just a movie industry. I don't think Warner Brothers really understands anymore that when it comes to fandom, you've got to be connected to the fans. Forget your wee DC streaming service or your YouTube videos. What we need is official announcements to put people's minds at ease, to get them used to the facts that you present them, so by the time the film comes out, people are well aware of the situation and is on board to watch it instead of listening to all the rubbish. People will quit DCU, will give up, because they're inundated with bullshit from media sites that can be biased, or rumour sites that just make up shit. So, I'll probably make another one of these pretty soon. But as I say, I have left my page for so many reasons. Not initially the page. It was just Facebook in general. Because I believe that we can be better. I want to live in a world now that I get excited and look forward to films, and I'm not pressured into thinking about things that shouldn't matter, like movies or comics and whatnot, right? and just go to the movies and be able to enjoy it and not worry what other people think of it. Because when we go on social medias or YouTubes, we find ourselves liking or disliking people because they do not share our ideals. And if we ever got rid of YouTube, if we ever got rid of Facebook or media or any ways of which the world can somehow impact your life and into your ways of thinking, if we can get rid of that and be more freer to just go out and enjoy what we get without and dislike what we don't like, I believe we can, it'll be better for us all. And who cares if so many people don't agree with us, or so only 5 people watch this video or whatnot and stuff like that. It's their choice. It's what they want to do. Be yourself. Right? We're all weirded out. We're all weirdos. We're all stuff, right? We're all not right in the head. We're all passionate beings and stuff. But that doesn't mean that the next person to you has to agree, and it shouldn't be up to you to make their day any better or any worse by either putting your hate or love comments on somebody's passion or attacking and stuff. And why am I making this video when I'm clearly putting stuff down? It's mainly because I am tired of listening to not only the opinions of others, but of the studio that is meant to set some sort of ground and is meant to put fans first, and not just go about money. That is what I'm against. Warner Brothers is just making movies now, not for anybody, but for greed and for money. And that's my opinion. You agree with me or disagree with me, But then again, if we never had the YouTube or Facebook, we wouldn't know any of this. And we would just think, Warner Bros. Is making a movie. Well, let's go and see it, and we will be less prejudgmental. So one of you have asked if you're still watching me after 27 odd minutes. Am I going live again? I will be going live. I'll be going live. I don't know when this YouTube will be released to the world, but it'll be happening some point today. Again. Okay. And if I have any last words, Zack, Warner Brothers, get out there, stop the rumour gossiping, tell people, let people rest and get on with their lives. None of this, look what we're doing, we're all together in a room watching this, nanny poo-poos, right? We know something you don't know. That's childish. Okay? And Warner Brothers, James Gunn, seriously, have some morals. Okay? Some people may say, that was years ago. So is a lot of people's excuse for bad things they've done, but they're still getting punished for it. Okay? But learn your lessons. Get somebody that the fans can be on board with. Somebody that doesn't have you look at Guardians of the Galaxy, and he portrayed that green woman or whatnot, and who I've read about, and he basically tamed her, really tamed that character on that, and then there's all this talk about Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, and how they're going if James Gunn comes on board, and Jared Leto, hello, I don't think they two get on, and he thinks he's walking whatever, or Margot Robbie that made Harley Quinn a household name, and the costume and the persona, and she wants to do the City of Silence, and you're thinking of hiring a guy that may kick them out of the door and the window, again upsetting people that want some sort of DCU, that wants whose actors, Margot Robbie and Jared Leto, wants to crystallise their character, wants to get them right, wants to make them more moving, flesh out them, and that's exactly what Ben Affleck wants to do for Batman as well, is make a good, brilliant, money-making movie. People will all love, the majority of people will love, we're all on board for Ben Affleck, Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. Let them shine as those characters. Let them shine. Don't just get rid of them because of your silly ego. You're a director. Make those characters become the vision that you want, and that's what a director's job is. An actor's job is to portray a character for the director and the director's vision, because that's what they get paid for. So peace out. I'll wait to calm myself down now.